Господин генеральный секретарь, коллеги, мы приветствуем вас в Москве.
Dear Your Excellency, dear Secretary General, colleagues, welcome you to Moscow wholeheartedly.
Мы оперативно откликнулись на вашу инициативу провести очередной контакт в Москве по целому ряду важных вопросов, включая и, конечно же, ситуацию вокруг Украины, которая катализирует многочисленные проблемы, накаплившиеся за последние десятилетия в Евроатлантике.
We have expeditiously responded to your initiative to have another contact in Moscow on a number of issues, including definitely the situation around Ukraine that has actually become a catalyst of a great number of problems that have piled up in the Euro-Atlantics.
И, конечно же, мы оценили ваше желание в эти непростые времена всерьез начать задумываться о том, как будет развиваться ООН, как будет воплощаться в жизнь, в практические дела принцип многосторонности, который в последние долгие годы откровенно попирался Западом, который, к сожалению, взял курс на создание и увековечение однополярного мира.
And definitely we appreciate, your desire to have, another round of talks at this hard time in order to be able to think, consider and think properly and in a depth way about how we shall be able to develop the United Nations and the true multilateralism principles and the system. And I must say that these principles of the true multilateralism have for a number of years been flouted by the West that has undertook the tactics of instilling into the world arena the unilateral world order for it to stay for good.
Подлинная многосторонность, конечно же, должна базироваться на уставе ООН, в котором закреплен принцип суверенного равенства государств.
Well, definitely the true multilateralism should be underpinned by the principles of the UN Charter and most importantly the principle enshrined in it, which is the sovereign equality of nations.
И, безусловно, мы обсудим сегодня любые другие вопросы, которые вам представляются важными.
And no doubt today we'll talk any other issue that you deem to be important.
И затем, во второй половине дня, у вас предстоит встреча с президентом Российской Федерации, что лишний раз подчеркивает то значение, которое мы придаем диалогу с нашими коллегами из Организации Объединенных Наций.
And afterwards, after dinner in the afternoon, we are scheduled to have a meeting with the President of the Russian Federation, which definitely emphasizes the importance that we attach to our contacts with the United Nations.
Еще раз добро пожаловать.
A warm welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much. I am, as you know, a very committed multilateralist. And a committed multilateralist based on the values of the UN Charter and international law. I know that we have today, facing a complex situation in Ukraine, different interpretations about what's happening in Ukraine. But that does not limit the possibility to have a very serious dialogue on how best we can work to minimize the suffering of people. On the other hand, we are extremely interested in finding ways in order to create the conditions for effective dialogue, create the conditions for a ceasefire as soon as possible, create the conditions for a peaceful solution. And in this context, we are also interested in everything that can be done to minimize the impact in different parts of the world. We are witnessing, and I'm going to Africa after these visits, we are witnessing the dramatic impacts of the war in the situations that we have in countries that face already the COVID, that face the uneven access to resources after the COVID, in the very unfair way that the international financial system works, And now, with the increase of prices, that has accelerated. It was already happening, but has accelerated with war. It's very important to do everything possible to support all countries around the world in relation to the food, in relation to energy, in relation to finance. So these are also very deep interests that I have in the present moment, to do everything possible to end the war as soon as possible and to do everything possible to minimize the suffering of the people and to address the impacts in the vulnerable populations in other parts of the world. And at the same time, there are a number of other points in the agenda that we are very much interested in discussing in depth with the Russian Federation.
Thank you.